if you would pick an animal to best represent your character, you can evolve, you can change to different animals. What would that be? Hi, this is Lisa from Top Movie Picks Taiwan.
Hi there, how are you? You're right.
Very early here in Taiwan is 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 a.m. Oh my God.
Yeah, time for practice, right? Time for exercising.
Yeah.
And, you know, Ted Lasso has a lot of worldwide fans, including Taiwan, of course. What do you think it is about the show that resonate with people from different culture and backgrounds so much?
I think, you know, there's something about, you know, the universality of those themes of, you know, the season one obviously came out at a time when, you know, the world was going through a global pandemic. And so I feel like we were particularly receptive to wanting to have hope and optimism in our lives. And, you know, rather than snarkier, more cynical comedies, as good as some of those are, I think Ted Lasso slightly bucked the trend in that regard by being sort of refreshingly optimistic. And you kind of can't help but be enthused by that. And it's quite infectious as well.
The humor of the show is really universal. And like comedy does have that, it has the ability to transcend cultures, right? Like I was in Nigeria watching Mr. Bean with my grandma, and it just like there's something really dope about jokes, like they really can transcend culture. So I think there's that, but also the heart of the show is just it's about people, and a lot of the stories that we're telling through the show are really universal stories that anybody can get behind. They're about loss and forgiveness and barriers and staying open, and you know, like father-son relationships, mother-daughter relationships, and I think those themes again transcend cultures because they're quintessentially human themes.
Well, I think everyone in the world, we're all different, but we all love facial hair, and Ted Lasso is the show that's gonna bring it to you best we can. No, I think people maybe have gotten weary of the elements of our discourse that are more demeaning, more toxic, if you will. Yeah, we don't play that, you know, and apparently that's a bit of a refresher for people.
Hey, Coach, I don't know about you, but kind of feels like it's getting a little stuffy in here, yeah?
Like one of those days you want to have class outside.
What the you two talking about? We are outside.
And, you know, Ted Lasso has a reputation about wise saying. We can always see like a golden quote in the shows in each episode. Which one is your favorite and why?
My favorite has always been onward, forward. That Ted says in season
simple,
1.
Strong.
Onward, forward.
I think my favorite was the Walt Whitman quote, "Be curious, not judgmental." I think that's my favorite quote. I think that quote, and there's a bit in season 2 where Ted says, "I love meeting people's parents. It's like an instruction manual for why they're nuts." I think those two quotes are basically the core of our show, I think.
Be curious, not judgmental. I like that.
Your character Nate has become a fan favorite. Despite some of the mistakes he's made, what do you think your approach to portraying such a flawed character, but ultimately lovable?
Oh goodness, I don't know. I mean, I knew from very early on that Nate was going to have this journey. So even in season 1, when he's quite sort of the lovable, shy, introverted Nate who sort of bumbles along, I knew then that it was going to take a sort of a darker turn in season 2. But frankly, it's just the writing is so good.
When writing the series to balance, you know, both humor and the heart in the story.
Well, you know, spelling is a big issue, but you know, a lot of times on the apps they'll do the spelling for you, so that helps. No, I mean the idea of sort of dramatic bits and the comedy bits, that's what's fun, because that creates a tension that creates a tension, not necessarily attention, unless the attention is from a tension. Anyway, it keeps the audience off balance, and once you keep the audience off balance, even just a little bit of like, oh my God, I'm laughing. Oh no, someone died. Oh, I'm laughing again. Then they're off balance the whole rest of the time. And that's really, really fun dynamic to play with.
Right, and I can see how funny you are. No wonder that you wrote such wonderful script. But
I am but one of a lovely crew of writers, but I'll take it. Thank you.
And Taiwan has a reputation about making the long-lasting dramas. That literally means that you can see a lot of episodes and series for one shows. And the script are often written the day before shooting and shot the next day. Would that happen to you? I mean, would you do that? Because, I can imagine the chunks of blows, that workload you have done for the show because you're writers as well as an actor, right?
Yeah, gosh, I mean, it's hard enough to stay under budget when we write the show months in advance. The day before just opens up too big a can of worms, I think. That's a very impressive feat to be able to pull that off.
That's
I guess soap operas here
that.
maybe do that, but that is a risky way to work. I respect it.
I mean, I'm so crazy. I'm crazy. There we go.
The final questions, if you would pick an animal to best represent your character from season 1 to 3, you can evolve, you can change to different animals. What would that be?
Oh man.
Hold on, it's coming to me.
Oh God. Oh, crikey. Season 1, Nate, was like this sort of cuddly, cute little puppy. And then season 2, Nate, was this sort of poisonous, venomous, angry, aggressive snake. And so something in between those two animals, I don't know.
Right, and how about the season 3? What kind of animals you would be? Tricky question.
A giraffe? I'm just saying giraffe.
Why?
I don't know why. Because I realise I can't say anything that will give too much away about season 3.
Oh.
Season 3, so yeah, a giraffe.
Okay.
I think season 1, Sam in season 1 would be a bit, I don't know, I'm either getting like a small dog, I'm not sure what breed, but maybe like a collie. It's like a border collie is like the smart, is that the really like smart ones? Like they do tricks and stuff and dog shows. So like maybe like a young border collie or maybe like a meerkat. Like he's very much like, oh yeah, trying to figure out all of this stuff and what's going on and like trying to stay open through that. Second season, he's something like, he's maybe more of a, I don't know, I'm getting something like, he's more in his stride, like he gets a bit more confident. What animal would I attribute that to? Oh God, think. Like a horse, like something a bit more majestic. You know what I mean? Like a stallion almost.
Stronger, right?
Season 3, I don't know. What would I don't know. I can't pick. I'm gonna go with a unicorn. Unicorn for season 3.
Oh, that's so a horse evolved to unicorn.
Yeah. He just like, he finds his wings, finds his, his horn.
That's nice.
At first, she is like a dog that's been found under a chair or at something that has been abused and struggles to not bite someone's hand off when they touch her. So I would say a dog that needs a good home.
For the first one, season.
Yeah. Second one, I would say three levels of dogs here. First one, one that's been like saved from
the street.
Yeah, saved from the street. Season 2, one that is chasing their own tail. And season 3, one that is finally being taken to the beauty parlor.
Very interesting, because you actually gave me the same answer. Their first animal for season 1 is a puppy. So you guys share the same answer.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
That's
I guess
so
both of them
interesting.
they're in a new world and they're trying to figure out where they fit in all of this stuff.
Season 1 of the moose. Season 2, a bit more of a camel. And by season 3, I'm a hedgehog.
Wow. They are so special. Why?
Because by season 3, I've been immersed in England for so long that I really should be a much more English animal than a moose or a camel.
Now, okay, here we go.